1 second. Okay, so the first point was about the transport. TMS team received an RM to do transport of copies what was the system, Clark? Do you remember? My notes are still loading. Once they load, I will be able to tell you but it was a transport to a production system, mono, and it was approved by integration team, which is fine. Integration team approves, then I guess we can move on. But in terms of change management, because I know we have audits as well in production, so on your side, Felipe, how are you okay with that ways of working? Should we change something?
Sorry, I really got lost. Can you go through again?
Raul,
Pardon.
it's a POC system that they are requesting to. Is it Raul? Is it related to the open client or?
No. It's well, we have the open client topic as well, but it's not open client. Remember, we were doing the synchronization in HBP, and then in our analysis we found it must be A9A. In our analysis, we found a transport that was imported in A9A. Yes, it is A9A. I have my notes here, so I can give you the transport number and the RM. So 1 second, let me put. This is the transport number, and this is the RM, and it was approved by integration team. So it's a transport copies directly to production. It was imported in client 000, and it was transport copies.
Without any change related to it, just the TOC?
No change, just the TOC and the RM.
Oh man. Who did approve it? Was it Hoff?
Most likely, yes. I didn't. Yes. I saw the text in that was last week. I was working with Clark, and we found it. We found these transports, and then Clark gave me the RM, and I quickly checked, and I saw approved by integration team. And I think it was Ralph.
Yeah, it is always rough with those crazy things. I mean, he gets the job done, but
yes, exactly. But then when the audits come and they start asking questions, that's when we have the. So that's what I thought on bringing up the topic with you today. And I can leave this to you for you to think about it.
I will have to. Yeah. We'll have to check the background and see where this came from.
And then we can discuss it next week to see.
Okay.
Well, the main question is because we have audits, right? And I don't know. For me, it's fine. I mean, if we, but I don't know if this was tested in pre-prod as well, because ideally we should have some change control, right?
Yes,
that's why we have change management, because there has to be some testing. And it has to be, and then after testing, we can move it to production. But that's up to you. So I'm going to leave it to you from my side. If change management approves or integration teams approve, it's okay. Unless it's a basis change and we know that we can move it, but we always try to create a CR as well.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, what happens is we do have a BCP process, so whenever an outage is in front of us, or either planned or unplanned, there must be a change documented in a Word form, so Microsoft Word. There are very few fields such as change owner, who is the stream lead, approval, etc., etc., etc. And then we go via TOC, but we progress along the landscape, the available landscape. So They start in dev, RTE, pre-prod, and prod, etc. But I will have to check the background and see if there was any mail thread or ECAB approved for that. Well, let's see. I will check, and next week we can discuss.
Okay.
If it was just raised from the developers directly to Ralph and he approved, that is wrong. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I'll have to
Yeah.
check.
It might be a basis change because the requester was Nikul, so
Hmm.
it's from basis team.
Okay.
So it might be basis, but even if it's basis, I guess we should be also following some level of change management. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That
I
so
agree as well.
that's up to you. I'll leave it to you. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring this to your attention that we have this situation happening, and
Hmm.
I guess we have to somehow formalize the process.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So that's one thing, and the other. Clark mentioned the open client, but I think we already discussed that, Clark. Um, the
Yes.
open client in
Yes.
non-production or non-pre-production system, in this case, proof of concept or lab systems.
Yep.
Hmm.
And just for information, Felipe, I was telling Clark that lab systems are owned by the whoever requested the system is not subject to change management.
Yeah.
And
It's not.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
so
last I think 3 weeks ago, um, maybe the person from the change management as well is not aware, same as the DXC for that one because
It
we
is possible. Crops
yep.
doesn't have this knowledge. I can
Yeah,
tell
I
you
see.
that if you ask someone in
yeah,
crops, they won't know about it.
because
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
focused on production, right? It's
Yeah.
production operations,
Yeah,
so they will not know about other environments that we have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, because
So it's
And
yep,
possible. So
yep.
if someone create a change asking for a open client in a system that they don't know the SID,
Mm.
they simply go ahead with it. They don't. There's no such thing as because we have several criteria to approve, right? So
Agree.
production 1 hour, pre-production 4 hours, one day only, etc., etc. But for the unknown systems, there is no quality check. We just take it as a system that is owned by the change owner. And usually, to be honest, I don't see why a change owner should be requesting a open client on those systems via service manager change. Maybe an RM is the best way to go.
yeah, and
And
not even an RM. We can with a
yeah.
Skype conversation. We can just
Yeah,
open it.
yeah, as well.
Yeah, regards for that one. If they will open it, because the team will require the RM for every
Hmm.
request that they are sending to the team. So when they created an RM, should we ask any approvals?
No, no. It's
No.
again, it's
No.
a lab system,
Uh,
um, and there are no restrictions to open the client. It's normally open, like any development system.
yeah.
So if it's closed and somebody requests to open the client, you can just go ahead and open the client.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and that's something we need to document in our room book. So I think I asked you last time to go and check the room
Yeah.
book,
I
and
haven't.
if it's not clear, then let me know and I'll make the update in the
Yeah,
room
I
book.
haven't checked that one, but
Mhm.
I'll probably check the document we have for the open client because the reason why we are hesitant to do some of the requests, especially for the open client, because of the audits, like what I mentioned to you last week. Um, we are doing IA rehearsal in HBP, and HBP is
Yeah.
a clone system, but someone from the audit team send me a ticket that why should I open the import all button? It should be closed. It should be set to one, which is closed. So I was surprised that this system is a clone, but they are doing audit for that clone system. So that's why the team is hesitant on
Mm.
every request that we are receiving every day.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
but
Yeah,
these
for
these systems are not really
yep.
they are clones, but they are somehow treated as
Uh,
pre-program production systems. These are special,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
are
yeah,
officially they are no longer sandbox or proof of concept systems. They are officially
Mm,
technical validation systems. So they already
yeah,
have a role
yeah,
in the landscape.
yeah.
yeah. So far, I guess we have two, right? One for Europe and one for AMS.
We have a one
Right.
for AOA as well, but they are using
Oh,
it
yeah.
for some long-term testing.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So that's with the open client, and then
Are those systems identifiable, and are we able to identify if they are lab systems in that, how is it called, central?
central logon.
Yeah. Can we identify them in there?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because if it is identifiable there, I can give just a note for crops to include in the open client job guide,
Hmm.
just for their awareness that for lab systems, any there is no restriction.
Yep.
We can go without or with a change, so whatever.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, they should.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't need to be involved in
Okay.
those, but yep,
All
you can
right.
add a note. That.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So the other one I wanted to ask you, Felipe, is to add the focus run landscape to the daily windows and the import oscilloscope.
Okay. Um, just out of curiosity, what is focus
Yes.
burn? And what
It's
is it?
a it's a monitoring solution. Um,
Okay.
the system went live months ago, but we don't have a clear process for when to
Yeah.
include a system landscape in the change management process. So we miss it. But recently I opened a CR, and operations teams, they were telling me, oh, we don't have that system in the scope. So
Yeah.
then I
All right.
realized, we never requested to have the system added to daily Windows and Info.
Yeah. How is the same issue? I know.
So it's a
I
system
have
that is
escalated some
mainly,
many times, but
yes,
yeah.
it's a system that is mainly used by base system.
Okay.
So
All
it's a
right.
pure technical system. We use it, and we don't have many transports. We have like 15 transports in these many months in the queue. So the
Okay.
volume is very low, but whenever we need to move a transport for whatever reason, we will need crops to be able to support the
Okay.
CR.
And charm configuration is done already. All good. Just to include in.
Yes, charm it should be completed. Yes,
Okay. So for the import, I will ask Tiago. It will be under CDC degradation, right?
yes, citizen.
Okay. Do you need us to review the timings, or you good with the going along with the other CDC systems?
The standard, see, doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. Good. And well, we would need a person to sign off on the as a component owner. Would it be you or someone else in basis? I'm
I'm
sure.
the I'm the backup component owner, so I can give the sign up, but the main component owner is Gerhard Wagner
Okay.
in Europe. You know him, right?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yep.
It's just that we'll for the second week of testing, we will be asking for a go no go answer on the status of the system, right?
Yep. Yep. You can
Okay.
consider it done. By default, I guess you should uh,
Hmm.
give we should give a go by default because yeah,
Okay. Good.
not many not
All
many
right.
people of course yeah.
All right. Good from my side.
Yes, so that's all I have. Clark, do you have anything for?
Yeah, I have some question and clarification with Felipe.
Uh-huh.
Uh, one I have here is regarding on the global SAP daily window at nestle.com. This is the one that newly created for the daily windows email. As per Hemant, he mentioned on his email that this should be the one used when sending daily window emails. So, can you confirm,
Hmm.
Felipe, if you are receiving our...
Yes, I
Yeah,
am. A
okay,
bunch
that's
of
good.
them.
That's good because
I'm receiving many daily Windows email.
yeah, yeah. Because before we are
Yeah, I
receiving
know.
something that it's not sent to the to that PDL because it was not open
Okay.
to the Exchange server,
Hmm.
Exchange email server. But right now we are still receiving that one. But when I send an email to the one who fixed the issue, I did not get his response. But yeah, you
Okay.
confirm it. Yeah, you
But
confirm.
we are receiving.
Yeah, that's good. So the other one is the EWM HANA system. The one that I saw is
Okay.
yeah, your email. That's the one, the latest. You asked Marcelo and Emilio regarding on that one if we should also
Mm.
include that in
Well,
the
so for the HANA systems on EWM, what we decided is yes, we will activate the daily windows for them, but only after SPW freeze is done. The freeze should be um, completed by, let's say, the second week after SPW deployment in production. I would say it will be live on November. We will ask you to activate the daily windows by then. So probably by 30th or 31st of October, we will be sending an email to you guys asking to activate the daily windows for them.
yep.
And but for now, let's keep as is.
Yep. Okay.
And the instructions from how stays the same, right? So don't leave the transports in queue. Just import everything that is not imported yet, and then unflag the leave in queue option.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll set them as live as of November.
Okay. Because the information we have for the EWM SPW33 hard freeze is until October 2020, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's always we always set up the end of the freeze for the day after,
Okay.
but we always as well set up hypercare period.
I see. I agree.
um,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's possible. It's probably going to take 1 or 2 weeks. It can be lifted earlier, so we will let you know.
Yeah.
But I would say as of 1st of November, we can activate the daily windows for the HANA systems.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But we'll send email to confirm. Okay.
Yes. We will wait for that one. Okay.
Okay.
So another thing is when we are sending the daily window email, I mean all the information like for this daily window, what time is it? It's 9. So it's 14 GMT. So in 14 GMT, we have B8J, 8JC for X8. And can we just send the daily window in just one email, including all of those system? Or do you need it separate every system?
Um, I will check with Rodrigo
Yeah,
because he did perform a review on the daily window communication process, and
yeah,
that's when they came up with this new distribution list for you guys to send.
yep,
Personally, I rather have one daily
yeah,
window per
agree.
per window. So
Yep,
if we have one AMS, let's give one reply, one feedback for the whole daily window,
Yep.
even if it takes longer,
Yep.
because you waste more time
Yeah.
writing down the emails and getting the attachments and etc. Than if you would leave it for one
Yeah.
last email, right?
It's more efficient sending
Yeah,
one
I
email.
will. Yeah, I will ask Rodrigo about it. I will actually push for it instead of just asking, and let's see if we can get it done.
Yeah.
A feedback from, because we will need a feedback from Jacinto probably, but
Yep.
I believe he will be towards approving it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But currently the DXC I mean process for the daily window is we separate there are two executioner for the mono system and
Okay.
non-mono system. So if we will go by that process, meaning we will send one email for per daily window, so
Uh
we
huh.
will separate the non-mono and mono system because of we
Okay.
are executing. Uh,
Yeah, I
there will
agree.
be a two-person that executing this daily window, so that would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
the yeah. Okay.
I agree. Yeah.
Yep.
At least
So
the mono, it can be separate because it's bigger audience for
yep.
each one of them.
Yeah.
But for the others, I don't see any point on sending one by one. I mean,
Yeah.
per
Okay.
system. I agree.
Yep. Okay. So we will just wait your update if Rodrigo is fine with that alignment for the daily window.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
Thank you. That's all for me. Yeah. For now. Yeah. Thank you, Felipe.
All right. I don't have anything else, Felipe. Felipe, do you have anything? Oh, I think he moved to another call. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I have another point. Here is the improbable outage reduction. Oh,
Yeah.
Felipe is
Felipe
back.
is back. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
So,
issues. Yeah,
so we're good, Felipe. We don't have
yeah,
anything else for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
From my side, yes.
All right.
Thanks,
Okay.
Felipe.
Thank you.
So talk
Bye
to
bye.
you next week
Yeah.
or later
Yeah,
during the week.
Yeah.
or earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Have a good
Bye for
evening.
now. Yeah.
So the improbable outage reduction. Did you have a chance to check those numbers?
The important not yet because after our call last week, I was supposed to be check those details, but I have no time, and the day after is I take my off, so I just
Uh-huh.
came. Yeah, I just came back yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you cannot hand it over to someone else?
I can. I try, but this one I'll complete this one. The import all details.
All right.
Because I
Okay.
already started it. I want also to know about. I mean, I already started. I want to complete it by myself. Sorry for delaying
Okay.
this one, but I'll promise after this call I'll prioritize that one. Yeah, for this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
and also
let me.
the HA4 because you asked me to do the same
Yes.
thing that we did for the HBP. So I'll also send it that over before our meeting later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me quickly add Norbert just for a
I,
few minutes because he's the one who's pushing for the improbable
I see. Okay.
reduction.
Okay.
So
Okay.
okay.
Hello.
Hey Norbert, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So I'm here with Clark. So I was just asking, we reviewed the timings because I wanted to have the technical timings and not only the technical but also um, the administrative time that they have, and also we have to also consider the hot fixes after that.
Hmm.
So we had some numbers last week, but Clark didn't have time this week to continue working on that. So I was just asking him whether he can hand it over to someone else. And since I saw your email, then I guess I invited you to our conversation.
Okay.
So Clark
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. So,
Um,
yeah, sorry, my apologies, Norbert, for the delay, but I'll prioritize that one. We already got the technical details, as mentioned of Raul. What I need to do is to formulate the Excel so we can just easily identify how many hours and minutes we did for the past few months of import all cycle. And also, I will incorporate the hot fixes for the timings. I'll prioritize that one today, then I'll send it
Okay.
over. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
yeah, the idea
Sorry.
was to have it ready for October, right? Which is
No, November.
no, November. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can reduce the
Yes.
degradation times for November, that'd be great. And that's for all the zones.
And the target is what? 4 hours? 3 hours?
Well, it's whatever we can do. I would, if we get it down from 6 to
Currently
5,
6. Yeah.
that would be great.
Exactly.
But we have to make sure that the degradation for EWM stays, in AMS stays within that 5 hours as well. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll keep on working on that.
Okay. Excellent.
All right.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Cheers.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So that then also the HA4. Yep. So you will continue working on that.
Yes. After this call, I'll work.
We still have time.
Yep.
So but we don't have to drop the ball, right? So we need to keep on working on that. Just whenever you have a chance, you don't have to do it yourself. I mean, in this case, because we did it together last time, so it would
Yes.
be good for you to do
Yeah.
it again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I was.
you get
Yeah.
into
Yep. I was about
the mindset.
to do it
Uh-huh.
last week, but
Yeah.
since I have to leave early after our
Yes.
call,
Uh-huh.
and I'm
Okay.
thinking that I can work within last weekend, but apparently
Yes.
I haven't because I just went home because I went to the province. So yeah, for
Uh-huh.
personal matter.
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
so
Your
yep,
your your son was sick last time, but
yeah.
is he
The,
okay now?
he's okay because
Okay.
when we the doctor mentioned to us is we are it's good that we send
Yeah.
our child to the hospital because
Yeah.
he's almost suffering of dehydration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very dangerous for small
Yeah,
kids.
yeah, for the 1-year-old kid.
Yeah. 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 Very
Yeah,
dangerous. Okay. That's very good.
last week, yeah, too many personal errands. Yeah, so sorry about
Yeah.
that. But
No, no
today,
worries. Things
yeah,
happen in life, so
yeah. Thanks
it
for
is like that.
understanding, Raul. That's all I
No,
can
no,
say. Yeah,
don't worry, don't worry. No,
yeah.
it's okay. It's not really urgent. I think your higher priority at the moment is the import all reduction
Yep,
timings,
yep.
and then once that's done, then you can focus on HA4,
Yes,
and then we can move forward with the HA4 and this import all rehearsal. It's good that you are learning, understanding all of this, but
yes,
it will be also good to have someone else doing it. And yeah, over time you cannot do everything, right?
yes. I agree.
So and we need to have not only you but everyone in the team. Anyone should be able to do the exercise. So
Yes,
it's a
yes.
good challenge. It's training, and it's good that we have this system to learn all those things
Yep.
because it's going to help us in many other activities. So okay, so just keep on working on that.
Yeah.
Don't lose
Tracking. Yeah. I'll not.
tracking because time flies. Time
Yeah.
flies,
I agree.
and w- yeah, when we know it's going to be time for do the, and we don't want to be in the same situation last month.
Yeah. Agree.
We didn't have enough time. So
Yep. Yep.
okay, so that's why I set up a meeting today. So do you
Yep.
think I should postpone it and let you work in the HA4 maybe today?
Yeah.
Is it possible?
If that is okay to you, I'll work on the documents and also the priority uh, uh, import all timings today. Then if we can set
Okay.
it tomorrow,
Yeah.
that would
All
be
right. Okay.
better.
So I'll postpone it. This one info
Yeah.
rehearsal
And
tomorrow at the
and
same
also
time.
yeah, same time tomorrow. And also
Mhm.
I need another favor to you because I
Sure.
tried to work to complete one of my KT documents which is related to unconditional mode because
Uh-huh.
most of the team asking me what will be happen if you say if you pick I mean if you select the import all option to 1 to 2 to 3 something like that, or
Mhm.
if you set it to leave transfer request in the queue, override to
Yeah, yeah.
reference, what
They
will
want to
happen.
understand each of the
Yeah.
conditional modes.
Yeah, I get the information from the SAP. I put it in the
Uh-huh.
document, but the only thing that I'm lacking of is the system that I can do a test. I tried the system
Oh,
we talked about last time,
yes.
T69,
Uh-huh.
but I can't create a TR for that system. It's a standalone system. It's a lab system, I guess. Yeah, it's a lab system, a
Yeah.
sandbox system, but I can't create. I use different IDs. I can create my own IDs on that one. It it doesn't allow me. So I use basis access. I
Uh-huh.
created a transport, it released, but when I check in the import all, I mean import queue, it doesn't
Mhm.
show the TR. So
Okay. Let
yeah,
me.
yeah, if you can give me
Uh,
maybe later or tomorrow a system that I can use. And also, I will use that for the KT session.
but well, first, you're having issues in T69, right?
Yes, I can.
And you don't know why you're having issues, right?
Yes, because it doesn't throw any error. It just let me to create a TR, then it
Huh?
allows me to release. But after the release, when I check the TR in SE01, it's gone, and also it's not showing in the import queue of
Right, right.
T69. So it's
But
kind of weird.
I think the solution is not to ask for another system where you don't have issues. I think it's good that you're having issues because then you are going to learn something,
Mm.
but you need to find a solution. So I'm trying to log in using single sign-on, but I'm not able to log in.
Yeah, you can
Um,
use Substar.
okay,
Substar, the
Substar,
password
and
is
then
pass, capital
pass,
PASS, all caps.
all caps,
Yes.
PS. So it's U01, and then let me see, US Bravo. And is it locked? Not locked. Okay, yes, I can set a password. Um, Let me just come up with a password. 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I put a password there. I put a password. Okay, so I have a password now. Try to log in with my own user ID.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to prompt for a new
Mm.
password. Okay,
Yeah.
system is in maintenance mode.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
okay.
the one that I have. Oh, should
Um,
I put my name in the maintenance
yep,
table? Ah,
SM30,
I forgot, sorry.
SM30, and this one. So that's the problem you were having?
Yes. I
Oh,
cannot, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
See,
Now,
you
yeah.
you learned something new.
Yeah.
So
I'm not get used to that table because we are not doing that. But I know they are
so
used to it.
this is another topic that you can add to your training
Okay.
plan,
Yeah.
maintenance mode. So this is something that everyone should know in the
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. Okay.
So let me add it here. So here I have a training plan.
Yeah. Because
So I would like to have a space like this where we can, where I can maintain, where I can see your training plan, and I can also add maybe, or I can use this one as a repository for the suggestions.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll make some updates on that one, including for the team. I mean, Melvin, Mike, I believe they are working also on the document because I asked them last week that we need to at least produce one topic at least for September. Uh, so I'll tomorrow I'll reach them, ask for the updates. But definitely for my end, I almost done with the document. I will upload it to the SharePoint that you gave last week. I uploaded the one that I showed to you, the DXC KEDB there. So it's should
Okay.
be there. I mean, you should be able to see that.
What's your user ID?
Let me type in the chat.
Mhm.
XE, XE James CUN. Yeah.
Okay, now you can log
Yeah.
in to the system. You should be able to do TMS in any system. If you face any issues, you should be able to resolve it. Obviously, unless it's basis issue that is more complex than this one, then but it's a good challenge for you because you also should know about basis, how
Mhm.
to resolve, especially in lab systems, because eh, when we do the import all and then we have um, the name tab phase,
Yep.
that's the most critical phase of the import all, and that's when changes happen in the system. And when changes happen in the system, any kind of basis issue should or may arise during that phase, and you should be able somehow to have the skills to resolve those situations.
Yes.
So having basis skills is also part of the TMS job.
Yep. Yeah.
Um, so
Agree on that one.
SE01. So yeah, so that's it. So then, so if that was your issue, then I guess we solved the issue, right?
I'm
You upload.
trying now.
Uh-huh.
Um, okay. Okay. Let me try. Okay. Um, no, SSO. Yeah, it allows me now.
Yeah.
So let me just quickly try. Just give me 1 minute.
So here in the team room, I have this training plan section, and I update a few topics that I have encountered, and I think those are good candidates for the. You should see them there.
Yeah. Or yeah. I'll just try to research on this one because I use my own ID. I create the TR, but it it let me to release and create the TR, but it doesn't show on the export history and also to the import queue. And when I go back, yeah, it's there, but it's local change. Why it's local change? Anyway, I'll just check this one.
Well, if
Probably,
it's a local change, you know why it's a local change, right?
yes, yes,
It's
yes.
because there is no target system, there is no virtual system.
There is a virtual system, but probably I
But when
need
you
to.
create a transport, it should have a target. And if the target is
Ah,
empty, it's going to create a local.
yeah, 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 yeah. I'll check that one later. But I can now log in. That's the only problem I have. Yep. I thought basis access or DDIC access cannot be used to create a TR. But anyway, it my access is now working on the system. I can use my own access. Yep.
Yep. So, yep. So, yep. I think the system is good. You should be able to use that system.
Yeah.
All right. So where were we? Okay, the training plan. So it's going on. And I think that's it.
Yeah. Whatever I will complete today, I'll upload it to the SharePoint so you
Okay.
can see the update as well. So if
So we need.
ever, yeah, if ever Melvin or Mike done something as well, I will ask them to upload their documents on the SharePoint. But
Okay.
probably I have one that I can upload later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I think that's all I have for today.
Yeah.
And yeah, I moved the meeting for tomorrow, so
Yep.
we
Thank
can
you.
talk tomorrow. All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Raul.
Clark.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good
Talk to you
evening.
later.
Bye.
Yeah. Same to you.
Bye.
Bye for now. Okay. Bye.